Testing 1 2 1 2. CB Smith Reserve, Pascoe Vale and Brunswick Juventus 1 2. Microphone test. Testing 1 2.
Because of the holidays, it's been really hard here. I've got about 8 or 9 girls there.
Nine's fine. They'll meet me down here.
Just wait here.
Yeah, I'll call them up.
Yeah. Now, we've also arranged with the cleaner and the photographer at half time.
Yeah.
They're going to get a few photos.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay,
No
so
worries.
just bring them here.
Yeah.
Will you be on the gate?
I'll be here on the gate. Yeah. So they'll probably come out at 8:25. They'll line up about 8:20. So yeah.
Well, we're just here. So
No, I'll wait there. Like the gates up? girls, come on. Quickly. Come back in. That's all right.
Go, Pascoe!
Hey, Zen. I don't want you to do that.
Pascoe Vale to add some late points to their tally for the season. Get themselves in the hunt for promotion. It's been a 2-0 win for Brunswick Juventus. Each of the last 2 meetings between these two, of course, all here. That's CB Smith. Last time out, Matthew Kandari scoring for Brunswick Juventus and a no goal from Bardi Haisoli, who is sitting on the pine this evening. Could be coming on later on. Simoy playing back. This is Matthew Waitley for Brunswick Juventus. Graham struggling to get past Mladenargic. Miscommunication there. Sanchez regaining. Now back at Pascoe Vale after a stint with Melbourne Knights. The ball forward intended for Reicher. Scored his first goal of the season for Pascoe Vale against Essendon Royals. Regained by the skipper Talarico. Mitch Graham gets it back for Brunswick Juventus. Mikulev with the 1-2 here. But has Hayden Tennant with him. One of the former Hume City contingent here at Pascoe Vale. And Paco on the move again. Mladenargic going for the run. It is Ada Mladenargic who will bring this ball in for Pascoe Vale. Scored twice last week. Sends it in here. And a great early look at the header for Berhane Liebold. But it's well off target. There was a loss last week here against Bay Morris that no one saw coming for Brunswick Juventus. There are some tough fixtures to come because up next, the current ladder leader, North Sunshine Eagles. That'll be here on Friday nights. Navarro sending it skyward. Samoy sitting underneath here. Too well to play it on to Petreski. Felipe Sanchez now. There's been an early booking here, I think. Lazaros Pantelides reaching for the notebook already. Didn't quite catch what that was for. Petreski's ball is blocked. Choi falling over. Lazaridis going back to Choi. Long range ball over the head of Carter. So the move back home to Hoskin Reserve is looming for Pascoe Vale, making this what should be the last battle for CB Smith Reserve here between these two in VPL2. Another offside flag here. Philip Petreski arguing the case with Lazaros Pantelides. Nearly 9 minutes played here. Both teams had a very early look at a corner. Not too much else to write home about so far. It stays in Pascoe Vale possession. First time ball, Mosteda Nargic. Lee ball retrieving. He had a key chance with the header earlier on. Raisha sending it out wide. Ball incoming. Mosteda Nargic, all he does is pick out Wonsak Choi. It's a bumper Friday night in VPL2. All but two of this weekend's games are taking place as we speak. Last touch off Alessandrados. For Pascoe Vale. This is Waitley. Mitch Graham wasn't expecting it and coming very late to challenge. Ada Mosteda Nargic. Lazaros Pantelides is just going to hold play here. No action to be taken against Ada Mosteda Nargic. Mitch Graham will be allowed enough time to lick the wounds or perhaps take some attention. Certainly Justin Mikulev thinking that there should have been some booking for Mosteda Nargic, but we continue on now. Navarro long-ranging ball. It's Lucente now for Pascoe Vale. First time ball in. Mosteda Nargic has been ultra busy already. It's flicked back toward the back post, and Choi gets his gloves on it eventually. Momentum with Pascoe Vale at the moment. No way through for Felipe Sanchez. Another man goes down, this time in all white. Waved off by Lazaros Pantelides. Mikulev going back and giving it up. Counter-attack opportunity for Pascoe Vale. Aidan Mostedanagic off a brace last week. First time ball in. It was Elson Drados, a lot to be decided with that ball. The line was looming for Mikulev. Petreski retreating back to Choi. Pascoe Vale's last win against Brunswick Juventus back in March last year, 1-0 win. Nick Georgopoulos the scorer there. Back-to-back 2-0 wins for Brunswick Juventus since. Back on April 19, most recently, of course, last year's games were in VPL2. It's away from Mikulev, and another turnover here that Pascoe Vale will look to capitalise from. Reich's ball in board. Mostedanagic has a good look here. Was tracked back well the entire time. Brilliant defending by Nicolas Samoy. Whiteley. The centre-backs just playing the patient game, eventually sent out wide in the direction of Samoy. Monahan into the air. Awkward bounce for Lazaridis. Vicente emerging, going from long range, but that was never going to test Choi. Healthy crowd in, as you would expect, for two teams on home soil. Aidan Mostedanagic will send in Pascoe Vale's second corner of the night. Tom Alessandrados, one to watch here. Equals second in the league for scoring. Petreski dealing with it at the front post. Long throw from Mostedanagic. Finding the gap on the way through, Hayden Tennants. Wonsuk Choi's been quite busy so far in goal from Brunswick. And again, they're playing a dangerous game with possession. Brunswick Juventus have already given away a few turnovers in the mid-tier, and again it nearly comes unstuck for them. It's recovered though, Lazaridis. Little flick on from Carter first time, then on the follow-up. Talarico struggling to deal with it for Pascoe Vale. Two vocal technical areas this evening. That may well be coming through with our effects mic over on this side of the pitch. As we mentioned, it's a good crowd in, good atmosphere at CB Smith. Libol clearing away for Paco. Petreski gets it back here. Just haven't been all that clean so far. Samoy here. Waitley looking to advance. The Brunswick Juventus. This is Graham. Tchaikovsky into the starting 11 this evening. Some more patience for the quote-unquote visitors here this evening. Graham has some space near the right corner. Off balance, just overhead of Carter. Just opens up for a moment as well. Pascoe get away with it. One-on-one here right in front of Lazaros Pantelides, and the foul call going Pascoe Vale's way. Russia drawing that foul. Hayden Tennant. Lee Bolt. There's a bit of a scuffle going on between Carter and Tennant right now. In the foreground. It may well just be on camera. The assistant referee was right there on the scene. Lazaros Pantelides has stopped play. It was a genuine push and shove. Lazaros Pantelides will have this conversation now. Our assistant referees this evening, Jordan English and Nathan Urbaniak. That conversation now over. The two players will come together for a chat with our referee this evening. Looks like it'll be nothing more than just to settle down, boys, and we get on with it. It's a bit chippy out there at the moment. Did mention it's back-to-back derby week for Pascoe Vale, having seen off Essendon Royals last weekend. Carter is coming to the sideline here. Just a quick consultation with one of the medical staff, and play will resume. Carter will make his way up momentarily. Back live for Lee Bolt. Hayden Tennant, who was caught up in that drama with Carter. High boot. Los Andrados sending it in. Comes back to a Lee Bolt. Carter finally allowed to come back on. And put some pressure on Navarro. And a Lee Bolt. Hayden Tennant once more. Cuts inside. Instead of Nargic was off balance, and the ball goes past him. Tchaikovsky playing back toward Graham. Carter sending it out wide. There's some space here. And this is an opportunity for Brunswick Juventus. It's Sanchez going back wide, and it's going to be sprayed over the top and nearly into the car park. There's Josh Obina involved as well, Brunswick Juventus. Samoy dealing with it in the air. Petreski there to help out as well. Waitley retreating back to Choi. Brunswick ball here. Ball, I think, was intended for Carter. Marshall was in the one-on-one. The ball eluded him. Going down was Anthony Trajkowski. Petreski going quickly. Easy pickings for Alexander Pavlidis. Tennant's going back to his shot stopper. Seen both teams have moments where they've given away possession cheaply, blazing away. It's been happening for both sides so far. Alcendradas afforded no room whatsoever. Lucente was going in hard as well. Was there late contact there? Lazaros Pantelides does stop play. Just the one booking so far this evening. And understandably, so much on the line as well. 3v5 on the table. Entering the final portions of the season. It's a bit chippy out there. Wonsuck Choi. It's a clear out. That's a Giorgio goes down here. Carter trying to escape the scene. This is Tennant. Mikhailov just applying a bit of pressure. Monahan beaten to that ball by Urbina. And it's Joshua Urbina now. The space just closed in on him. Samoy dealing with it in the air. Stedanagic won't have that ball reach him. Mikolev now. Some nifty stuff through the middle. Waitley. Petreski. Samoy. All the way back to Choi. Here's Waitley again. Waitley going down the line. Life was made very hard for Trajkowski there, and I think Lazaros Pantelides didn't have to think too long and hard about that call. That's a Giorgio fouling him, perhaps not even once, but twice. A hold and then a push. Vero playing back, and now we go all the way back to Pavlidis in goal this evening for Paco. Tennant going first time down the line. Contender for Stedanagic. Stedanagic now going first time back for Tennant. Won't chase it down. That ball's curling back. It'll stay in play. A Lee ball. Some kick to kick with Hansi Giorgio. Play stopped again on the deck. This time, Tom Alessandrados. Equal seconds in VPL2. In that golden boot race right now. It'll be Adem Stedanagic to send it in for Pascoe Vale. 6 goals to his name from 9 appearances coming into tonight's clash. Choi with the good sit on it. Came straight to him in the end. No problems for him. The lead ball. Reicher. Stanajic going with the long diagonal. Referee's assistant initially indicating the wrong way for this throw. It will be the Brunswick Juventus ball. Such a crucial run of fixtures coming up for Brunswick, with North Sunshine Eagles up next. Going to be here on Friday night. Big moment here. Justin Mikulev is over the top of the ball here. The cutback doesn't work out. Heavy collision between Reicher and Waitley. Reicher a little worse for wear after that one. Nearly out the half hour mark here. Graham trying to pick out Sanchez. Tennant spraying it into the crowd. It is a good one here tonight. Carter's been quite busy and involved in quite a bit so far. It was not a bad ball back for Mikulev. Looking threatening right now, Brunswick Juventus. Long ball incoming. Alessandrados didn't get purchased, but it didn't matter. It's Reicher now for Pascoe Vale. Plenty of space in board here. Something brewing perhaps. Nancy Giorgio gives it up. Rubina going down the line. Carter's going to get a big chance here. The Paco defender had fallen over. His first touch was too heavy though. They recover. Plenty of excitement here in the crowd. Things will settle down once more. You just feel this tension here at CB Smith on a Friday night. Round 17 action in VPL2. Is there a counter chance for Reicher here? Here's the shot and the goal as well! Nick Hatzigiorgio scores for Pascoe Vale. Just a touch over the half-hour mark. It's a game of chances and encounter opportunities as well. And Paco making the most of it. After Terence Carter had a great look just moments ago. It's Nick Hatzigiorgio who scores the first of the evening. It's his 5th goal of the season. Pascoe Vale, some may argue against momentum, take a lead here. It's their first score against their neighbouring rivals in more than 12 months. With that game in hand, they are the ones that loom in the latter stages of this VPL2 season. They could be the late bolter. Currently 6 points behind Brunswick Juventus. They can cut that down to 3 with the game in hand. If this result holds up for Pascoe Vale. A lot more urgency out there now for Brunswick Juventus. Petreski. It's going to fall to Trajkowski here. Mikulev. Is there an equaliser coming? Mikulev. There is an equaliser coming! Alexander Pavlidis was bamboozled. And it's a lovely finish to bring it back to square here at CB Smith Reserve. Justin Mikulev with his 3rd goal of the season. Pascoe Vale's lead lasted merely 3 minutes. And we're back to square at CB Smith Reserve. 2 goals of high quality. The handball call will go against Philip Petreski here. How long might it take now for Pascoe Vale to restore their lead? The shot from Mikulev needed to be so precise. The margin for error was so small. But it found its way past Alexander Pavlidis. Now set piece for Pascoe Vale here. (1-1) all of a sudden at CB Smith Reserve. When less than 5 minutes ago it was 0-0. Libol was having a hard time and then looked to make amends. Went in for the challenge. It's a Brunswick Juventus ball. Entertaining affair here at CB Smith Reserve. If you are just joining us, Brunswick Juventus in the blue kits this evening. Pascoe Vale in all white. This is Pascoe Vale home game. Stedanage is looking to play it on in the direction of Reisha, who does emerge. Stedanage in some space here for Monahan. Will he blaze away? No. It's Stedanage. No space. Petreski closed in. Stedanage going down. And a free kick coming up for Pascoe Vale. It's all happening right now. Another look at a set piece, much closer than the previous one. Merely a yard or two outside of the box, this ball will be placed. was Nick Hatzigeorgio from pretty much this exact spot. It was a pretty open look and he put it away. I think it was maybe from the other side. About 10 metres to the right of this ball. Coming here, slipping over, onto the crossbar and in! Aiden Mustedanagic had slipped over, but he put it away anyway. Pascoe Vale's lead is restored. And there are 6 Brunswick Juventus players that are arguing their case with Lazaros Pantelides as we speak, while the men in white celebrate. Brunswick Choi comes in now as well, but it's 2-1 Pascoe Vale. The argument being here, you can probably hear it from the crowd, that the ball was double hit. Lazaros Pantelides is slowly walking back to the middle now. There was a conversation being had with one of his assistants, and that was the source of all those protests from the Brunswick Juventus players. Now Lazaros Pantelides is coming over to the other assistant referee. Have we got some controversy here? The goal will stand. Pascoe Vale 2, Brunswick Juventus 1. At the half-hour mark, less than 10 minutes ago, we were scoreless at CB Smith Reserve. Navero here. We'll just take a collective breath here. That's CB Smith. It has all been happening in the last 10 minutes. A highly entertaining affair, as we were expecting. It's the pick of the games this weekend in VPL2, and it's living up to the billing so far. Pascoe Vale ball, Tennants. Aiden Mustedanagic. Tennant. Mustedanagic, has he given it up? Here he has, Petreski. Arriving late on the scene was Reicher. Sanchez. Urbino here. Urbino's ball in. Corner given away. The night started with a Brunswick Juventus corner. Wasn't long before Pascoe Vale had one in reply. I do believe this is the second one of the night coming up now for Brunswick. Three and a half minutes left in regulation. And it's been an eventful first half here at CB Smith. Alison Drados giving it up here. Pascoe Vale ball on the outer side. First lead for Pascoe Vale lasting less than 3 minutes. But then 3 minutes later, he restored it. Aiden Mustedanagic coming off a brace last week. Now with 7 goals to his name for the season for Pascoe Vale. A long ball from Pavlidis. Interesting ball back in here. Choi just has to clear out. Pressure is coming. Sometimes they're making it harder than they need to, Brunswick Juventus. Over Carter's head. Naviro. Pavlidis. Naviro again. Long and direct. It was played on by Reisha. Brunswick Juventus with the ball once more. That foul happening right in front of Lazaros Pantelides. It was given away by Hatzi Giorgio. Going down was Anthony Trajkowski. Just the one booking that we know of so far. Didn't actually catch what that booking was earlier in this game. He's had plenty to do, Lazaros Pantelides. Plenty of experience in the top flight. Referee this evening. Trajkowski going back to Waitley. Samoy. Matthew Waitley. Trajkowski. Took some contact from Stedanagic. The ball incoming here. Mikulev scored from that sort of area earlier in this half. Leopold dealing with it, happy to concede another Brunswick Juventus corner. Inside the final minute of regulation. It could well be 2 or 3 minutes added on. Don't be surprised if we see 2+ on the fourth officials board. But right now, another corner. Rinse and repeat. We are about to reach the end of the 45. No indications this yet from the fourth official. Now it is confirmed. 2 more minutes added on. It's saved on the line. It was very nearly 2-2. Pascoe Vale get away with it. Something's happened after the ball was cleared out here. It'll be a Brunswick Juventus ball. So 2 minutes confirmed to be added on at the end of an entertaining first half at CB Smith. All 3 goals coming in a 6-minute burst. Got a lack of available balls right now. One has to be retrieved from this side of the pitch, the far side from where the throw is set to be taken. Graham had to go back and fetch it. It's a few balls out on the training pitch behind the benches here. Many balls have been sprayed out there. Three goals of some quality, albeit a controversial one for Adam Stedanagic. Slipping over, taking the set piece. The question being whether or not he did indeed double contact that ball. Lazaros Pantelides has seen enough for the first half here. So goals to Nick Hatzi Giorgio to kick things off for Pascoe Vale. 3 minutes later, Justin Mikulev with the equaliser for Brunswick Juventus. And then Adam Stedanagic restored the lead in the 38th minute, and we are halfway through this round 17 clash in VPL2. It's Pascoe Vale 2, Brunswick Juventus 1.
Oh, wait, on measure me can't do that.
Brunswick Juventus ball coming up. The Pascoe Vale ball, I should say. Apologies. The colour combos have thrown a few people off here this evening. Normally it's Pascoe Vale in the blue. Juventus in the black and white, of course. Apologies if it's thrown me off a few times this evening as well. Free kick incoming here for Pascoe Vale. They've made quite a few things happen from the set piece so far. Choi will collect here for Brunswick Juventus. For the second time in 2 weeks here at home, albeit they're not the home team tonight, Brunswick Juventus find themselves down. The shock 1-0 loss to Beau Morris last week. Samoy. Tchaikovsky. Samoy. Whiteley. Ball blocked on the way through. Can Pascoe Vale counter? There'll be nothing coming. There was some controversy with the most recent goal in this game. It was a free kick that was scored by Eda Musteda-Nagic. He slipped over right at the moment of impact with the ball. Instantly there were protests from the Brunswick Juventus players initially, then from the fans as well. Potentially the ball was double touched by Eda Musteda-Nagic. The goal stood, obviously. Ball had clipped the bottom of the crossbar and in it went. Behind Wansok Choi. This is Whiteley from Brunswick Juventus. Holds things up. Sanchez moving his way upfield, trying to impact himself into the game, and he brings plenty of quality as a mid-season signing into this Brunswick Juventus lineup. Coming off a stint with Melbourne Knights in the top flight. They've been quite busy. Anthony Tchaikovsky, only his second start since coming over from Carolina Springs. George Cross. Peter Marinkovic from upfield, not out here this evening. And here's a moment for Pascoe Vale. Lucente sending it out wide. Can they make it 3-1? It's barely off target. Just wide. It stays 2-1. It's just wrapping up some of those mid-season signings for Brunswick Juventus. Diego Miranza Real is the other one. This ball's going to kill back, but easy pickings for Choi. There was a change being readied by Shane Wicksepi, but the sub-possessed may well go back on to that particular player who was ready to come on for Pascoe Vale. No changes yet here this evening. The available subs tonight for Pascoe Vale: Curtis, Roberts, Isoli, Cekic, Green and Arslan. Max Green coming over this week from NPL New South Wales, the Sutherland Sharks. He could be one to look out for Pascoe in this second half. Scored 2 goals in VPL New South Wales this year, has Max Green for the Sutherland Sharks. Now has made his way down south, and we may see him for Pascoe Vale later. Right now, Brunswick Juventus looking for their second equaliser of the night over Carter's head. Carter got himself tangled up in a little scuffle with Hayden Tennant in the first half. That brought play to a halt momentarily. Lazaridis going back to Choi. Lucente now for Pascoe Vale. Ball's just going to fall short, picked off by Samoy. Brunswick Juventus skipper out wide, hoping to pick out the goal scorer Justin Micallef. Can't do so. Looks like we may see Will Roberts enter the frame for Pascoe Vale shortly. First change of the night for Shane Rexhepi. Flag will go up here on Justin Micallef, and will we see the first change of the night made now? That will be a double change. Adrian Tallarico's number goes up, Pascoe Vale captain. So Will Roberts will enter the fray for him. There may be a second change. No, it is just Adam Marjic that's loitering near the technical area. I thought there may have been a double change there for a moment. And the skipper comes off, and he's looking a little ginger. Adrian Tallarico. Will Roberts with 5 goals to his name from 13 appearances for Pascoe Vale this year. It's an attacking move. Marjic, scorer of the free kick. He's found some form, it's played on at the back, and it was an empty net back there, but in the end, nothing coming. Adam Marjic has scored 3 goals in the space of 7 days, essentially. Scored 2 in last week's derby win over Essendon Royals. Choi clearing out. Monaghan, one way to the other. Will Roberts, the new man out there. First touch is in the direction of Lucente. Apologies if we are experiencing any ongoing technical difficulties. Hopefully we're coming through loud and clear, and you're getting the clear view here from CB Smith Reserve. It's been an entertaining affair, approaching on the hour mark. All 3 of tonight's goals came in a burst just after the half-hour mark. And some chances going begging as well, aside from the 3 that have gone in. Momentum right now kind of with Brunswick Juventus. Pascoe Vale, there's a half a launch out an attack here, nothing coming. Try out wide. Mitch Graham will claim the throw here for Brunswick Juventus. Matt Lazaridis beats in by the fresh legs of Will Roberts. Allows himself some room, sends it in now. Dealt with by Matt Waitley. It's just kept in, is it? No. Wasn't a bad effort though. On the outer side, I think it was Mitch Graham. Big throw in. Rubino got a boot to it. Petreski clearing out for Brunswick. Been a frustrating night for Terence Carter so far. Hasn't had a great deal of quality ball coming his way. Petreski sending it long in the Carter direction. Double teamed. Up for grabs at midfield. Petreski reclaiming for Brunswick. Out in the direction of Ubina. Matt Lazaridis to take the throw here for Brunswick Juventus. Also, as Pantelides just giving a little caution to Will Roberts, saying that's 2 in 5 minutes. No more for the new man out there. Just come out firing, and he'll potentially be involved again here. Alessandros making the advance, slipping over, getting the shot away was Reicher. Choi falls over the top of it. Another counter-attack now for Brunswick Juventus. The run being made by Lazaridis. Alessandros dealt with it. And he'll advance out toward Roberts now for Pascoe Vale. They're looking to double their lead. Already had one lead taken away from them in the first half. That one only lasting 3 minutes. Sanchez sending it to the right. Waitley going back to Choi. Philip Petreski. Lee Bowl getting it away from Carter. Petreski had got himself tangled up with Alessandros. Hour played at CB Smith Reserve. Ubina. Still with Ubina. Did make Trajkowski work for it. Waitley. Carter. Ball's given up. And here we go again with Mustard and Najic. He's been the danger man this evening. And that sets way too much of a task for Justin Reicher. First changes of the night for Brunswick Juventus. Jonathan Bunas is going to come on. Felipe Sanchez off, and the other man on is Lucas Oliveira. Got the start last week. I think it was Joshua Ubina whose number was on the board as well. Double change for Brunswick Juventus. Max Batchelor is the key sub that could come on and have major impact. 6 goals this year for Brunswick Juventus, not getting the start this evening. That might be the ace up the sleeve. They're chasing the game right now, Brunswick. Last week was only their 4th loss of the season. They've not suffered back-to-back losses this year in NPL Victoria. Waitley going back to Choi. Trajkowski misfiring in the direction of Oliveira. Another change coming up for Pascoe Vale. We are going to see Max Green, the most recent arrival for Pascoe Vale, out of NPL New South Wales. Justin Reicher will be the man to come off. Scored twice in 17 appearances in NPL New South Wales this year. Max Green about to come on for Pascoe Vale. On he comes. What impact can he have? Nearly had an instant possession. Max Green. His first foray south of the Murray. Alexander Pavlidis picks up the ball here. It's finally poised right now. Pascoe Vale 2, Brunswick Juventus 1. Green slipping over there. Might still have the ball come his way eventually. It will now, but it's going to be held up. Lazaridis made the run, but it ends up with Roberts for Pascoe Vale. He was dispossessed illegally by Oliveira. Lazaros Pantelides does want to have a conversation. He's only just come on as Lucas Oliveira. Relegated to the substitutes bench this evening. Did start last week against Beau Morris. Free kick for Pascoe Vale. If you're enjoying this one on the FV YouTube channel, some Friday night action here in VPL2. Most important game of the round here. Two teams knocking on the door of the top two. Stedanovic sending the ball in. Roberts will go again. Will win the throw. Paco man down in the box. We may get another little delay in play here. It's Alison Drados, their leading scorer. Equal seconds in the lead, with 8 for the season. He scores tonight, he can go level to the top. That's notwithstanding what else is happening in VPL2. It's a busy night. All but 2 of this weekend's games taking place as we speak. There was one early kick-off. It'll be a Brunswick Juventus ball. Waitley down the line. Another ball onto the back pitch here. Lost a few balls out there this evening. Even had to stop play at one point because the only spare ball was over here on this side. Not getting the angles right was Lucas Oliveira. Just a bit of a dip in the intensity right now at CB Smith. And it has been a high-intensity affair for most of it so far. This may well be some calm before a late storm. Vicente. Oliveira did get it back for Brunswick Juventus. Out wide we go. There's Graham playing it on. It'll come back to Waitley. Petreski. Samoy. Lazaridis. Oliveira looking to have the impact since coming on in the direction of Carter. That's a much better ball than what he's had for most of the night, but can't control it. Gets it back now, Carter. Was keen to dispose of it. Lazaridis will get the corner at least. First one from this side for tonight for Brunswick Juventus in this second half. .20 minutes left in regulation. In it comes. Danger averted for Pascoe Vale. Secondary ball from Lazaridis. Cleared out by Monahan. Nelson Drados. And then Roberts out wide. The space for Musteda Nargic. Scored a brace last week. Can he get two here? That's another one that's gone across the goal face. But not into the back of the net. It's still 2-1 at CB Smith. The pressure starting to build, particularly on Brunswick Juventus chasing this game. They do not want to suffer back-to-back defeats on home soil, even if officially they are the visiting team here tonight. Falls out the back here, and there's going to be a chance here for Brunswick Juventus. Can they make something happen? They'll get the foul call. Petreski. Pavlidis will throw his body over the top of the ball safely. Pascoe Vale doing a much better job of holding this particular lead than they did with the first one. That one only lasting 3 minutes. Roberts has plenty of space on this right side. It's being held onto by Green for the moment. Now it comes back out. Roberts sending it in. Man out the back, Musteda Nargic again. Choi gets to it, and then it eluded him, but he fell back on top of it in the end. They got a little shove for his trouble from Nick Hatzigiorgio, and he's been involved in a couple of minor little moments throughout the evening. Scored the first goal tonight. Choi will clear out for Brunswick Juventus. Alessandratos. Now to Green. Monahan. Monahan wanting to go himself. Blocked by Petreski. That won't connect up with Roberts. Another change for Brunswick Juventus. And finally we're going to see Max Batchelor. And a frustrating night comes to an end for Terence Carter. Is that the catalyst for Brunswick Juventus now? 6 goals this year in VPL2 for Max Batchelor, and he is out there with fresh legs. Oliveira will claim the minor victory here. Mazzarides switching over to the right side for Waitley. And then Graham. Green cuts in for Pascoe Vale. The freshest of signings for Pascoe Vale over from MPL New South Wales. And the Sutherland Sharks, 2 goals from 17 appearances in MPL New South Wales for Max Green, and a number 16 shirt for Pascoe. Batchelor's first touch of the night. A little proppy right now, Lucente. Let the ball go past him. Lazarus Pantelides will stop play. And just check on Daniel Lucente. Some quasi-treatment provided by his opponent, Nicolas Samoy. We did just catch it, don't touch him, from one of the Pascoe Vale players. This is all happening just inches from the sideline, and the medico does come out now. To attend to Matthew Lazaridis. Or Lucente, rather, I should say. There's potentially another change being readied here for Pascoe Vale if Lucente's night is done. It all kicked off around this point of the first half hour in. Jonathan Fakurtis is being ready to come on. There's been a yellow card shown to Daniel Lucente. I wonder what that's for. There's a fair bit of language in that initial moment of him going down and play being stopped. There was a lot of players around the ball for both sides. I don't know if that's maybe a yellow card for dissent or potentially some time wasting, not entirely sure. Subs vest goes back on, Jonathan Fakurtis. Lucente does want to come back on. Lazaros Pantelides lets him out there. Back to 11v11 at CB Smith Reserve. The final battle for CB Smith Reserve. Hoskin Reserve, the return is looming for Pascoe Vale. Bit of a hype video that was featured on their socials during the week. Of course, Paco been here for quite some time now. Even their time in the top flight. Played out here at CB Smith Reserve. Relegated again last season from MPL2. as was Brunswick Juventus. Brunswick Juventus have won the last two meetings between these two by a score of 2-0. They're down 2-1 at the moment as Roberts looks to make the advance through the middle. His ball took a long time to arrive at the feet of Aiden Stenanagic and had been turned over. Brunswick Juventus ball. And seeing that scoreboard there, just 11 minutes left in regulation now. Same score we had at the half-time break. Pascoe Vale 2, Brunswick Juventus 1. It's been that way since the 39th minute. It was 0-0 at the 30th minute. Nick Giorgio from some range opening up the scoring key up. Choi's had a few dicey moments in goal this evening. That nearly was another one. Ball had crossed. According to the assistant referee, the equaliser in the 35th minute from Justin Mikulev. And Aiden Stenanagic, a somewhat controversial free kick to restore Pascoe Vale's lead. There's a suspicion for a double contact of the ball from that free kick that clipped the bottom edge of the crossbar and went in to give us the score that we have now. It's on the knife's edge right now. Max Green on debut here, won it back for Pascoe Vale. Stenanagic has been threatening from this sort of range. We've got a corner for Pascoe Vale now. They could drive a dagger through their neighbours' hearts here. It's the final battle for CB Smith Reserve. And it's advantage Pascoe Vale right now. Another corner coming up. Stenanagic will send it in. He's hit some recent form here in VPL2. Coming off 2 goals against Essendon Royals. This is a much better corner than some of the other ones we've had this evening. And danger not averted yet for Brunswick Juventus. Having a hard time clearing out. Navarro tried to make something happen. He gets tangled up. Here's the counter-attack. It's Max Batchelor. Had his shirt tugged. Played it back to Bornas. Batchelor stretching. No corner given away by Pascoe Vale in the end. This is Bornas for Brunswick Juventus. He's a big unit. At the size advantage on Stenanagic there. Looks like we're going to see Stefan Baricevic sooner than later for Brunswick Juventus. And Anthony Trajkowski looks like he'll be making way. Petreski with the ball in. Pavlidis gets a double fist. There is some space here potentially. Trajkowski, who's about to be subbed off. It's blocked, and now Pascoe Vale on the counter. They could put the 3 points away here if Roberts can make something happen. It's Roberts. It's still 2-1 in the direction of Choi. Didn't have to deviate from his line too much. End-to-end stuff right now, CB Smith. And here comes the change. Is it? No. It's a booking from Lazaros Pantelidis. There's been a few curious bookings from him throughout the night. Trajkowski involved again. His number is on the board. Might be a double change for Brunswick Juventus coming up. Oliveira. Alessandralos had a fistful of his shirt. Locals getting restless here. Double change for both teams is coming up. There are 4 subs ready to come on. Both benches are being cleared out this evening. Brunswick Juventus ball. Bornas overrunning it. Ball stopped dead. Monahan took it away. Alessandralos. Roberts has had quite the impact since coming on. Sedanagic will be brought out here. Brilliant defending. Lazaros Pantelides will halt things once more. Now come the changes. Diego Real will come on for Brunswick Juventus. There's a lot of changes to keep track of here. So Real's one of them. The 2 changes for Brunswick Juventus were allowed. The 2 Pascoe subs are still waiting. And the Pascoe bench not happy. Lazaros Pantelides has plenty to deal with right now. There are 2 fresh subs waiting to come on for Pascoe Vale. Lazaros Pantelides has not allowed them to take place just yet. So Diego Miranda Real is now out there. Recently with both Werribee City and St Albans Dynamo. We are going to see the 2 Pascoe Vale changes now. It's chaotic right now. There's even confusion about the throw here. It was quickly taken by Oliveira. Here's a chance. There are players from both sides absolutely livid right now, mainly for Pascoe Vale. Absolutely livid with Lazaros Pantelides. There was a delay with their 2 changes they were wanting to make. They're trying not to lose their lead as well. Brunswick Juventus on the precipice of equalising here. The Brunswick Juventus supporters in particular are rather livid at the moment. A yellow card has been shown. I wonder if that was to Lazaridis. Don't think it was him. Maybe Oliveira. Yellow cards left, right and centre. This is going to be quite the finish here at CB Smith Reserve. The cross is sprayed by Lazaridis. So both benches have been cleared out. This one is full of feeling. Pascoe Vale with 3 minutes plus some extras to try to hold on to precious 3 points. Don't forget, they still have an extra game in hand compared to everyone else around them on the VPL2 table. There's a catch-up game against Dufton to come up at the start of August. Lazaridis was tracking it back. Pascoe Vale corner. Another chance for them to put this one away. Two tense derbies in a row for Pascoe Vale. Are they on the verge of claiming victory in both? It's Aidan Mustedanagic who will bring this ball in. Choi gets a glove on it. Corner from the other side. Aidan Mustedanagic will be in no particular rush to get over there. if indeed it will be him taking this corner. It won't be. There's no Pascoe Vale player that's making their way over. In fact, we again have a lost ball, and it's taking a while to get the replacement out there. All the while, seconds keep ticking off this clock.
I need a sponsor, eh? I need a sponsor.
Expect an extended injury time at the end of the 90. At times tonight, you just don't know where to look. There's so much going on. Here's the corner. The lead ball at the back. Dealt with on the line, then cleared out. Second chance, Monahan goes down. Took some contact immediately from Samoy. Pascoe Vale has been quite dangerous from the set piece this evening. It's another chance for them to put this to bed. Inside the final minute of regulation now. There'll be no doubt about who takes this free kick. Adam Stena-Nagic, the man in form. To win it for Pascoe Vale. Brunswick Juventus is still in it. Chance here for Pascoe Vale again. Choi's going to end up with it for Brunswick Juventus. The 90 minutes are up here. We're into stoppage time. It's been a tense derby. Can Pascoe Vale hold on? There's a big moment here. Oliveira can't finish. Alexander Pavlidis ends up with it. Lazaridis. That's going to be a yellow card for Stefan Baricevic, who's only recently made his way out there. The challenge was on Jonathan Furkurtzis. And that's another card. Apologies, there's been so much going on, not only out there, but unfortunately a bit of drama here in the crowd as well. Didn't actually catch how many additional minutes we're going to have here at the end of this game. If it was caught on the vision, then you'll know exactly how long we may have left here, but we are in stoppage time. Pascoe Vale looking to score win number 9 of their campaign. Looking to make the late surge up the table. Baricevic involved again. Masoli crashing through. Scored an own goal, unfortunately, in a 2-0 win for Brunswick Juventus against Pascoe Vale early this season. It's been a strong defensive showing from Paco. The longer this one has gone on. Are we going to see the latest of drama? Running out of time and chances of Brunswick Juventus. Matthew Waitley. We are getting involved as well. Is there a chance here for Bachelor? Up to the task was Pavlidis. Lazaridis, Pavlidis again gets there. Paco holding on to their lead just. Is there any time left for Brunswick Juventus? It's Lazaridis. Tried to cut back to Baricevic. It's cleared out. A look at the watch for Lazaros Pantelides. Play will continue. Choi. Brunswick Juventus on the verge of back-to-back defeats for the first time this season. Wansuk Joy again sending it deep. Lazaridis had the space close in. It's pickpocketed and taken away. Navarro doing brilliantly. Roberts, how long left? It's turned back over. A hard one to control for Oliveira. Then went down. Again, some confusion. Two balls potentially in play for a moment. It is a Brunswick Juventus throw. Last-ditch effort to snare a point. What a battle of CB Smith it's been. It's blazed over the top, and that might be us done for the night. It's been an outstanding contest. Pascoe Vale have been outstanding in defending this lead. Brunswick Juventus with the late press, but it might not be enough here tonight. Alexander Pavlidis will get away with as long as he possibly can before he has to dispose of this ball. As long and as far as he can. Play will continue. Alessandrados. Pascoe looking for some icing on the cake here. Alessandrados again. Looking for the line and finding it. Alessandrados got himself tangled up. That might be a card potentially. It was with Samoy. Lazaridis not happy with the shenanigans going on. They'll both have a conversation with Lazaros Pantelides. The drama just won't stop here tonight. It is all happening. It's everything you want and more from a derby. Both are going to get yellow cards. What a final chapter for the battle of CB Smith Reserve, and we are still going. The Curtis wants to get on. That's not the Curtis. Samoy, in fact. Apologies. Wanting to get on with it. Thought I'd just sneak in one last moment of confusion with the colours here tonight. My sheet has Pascoe Vale in blue and Juventus in white, but we've gone opposite here. Pascoe going all white for the home fixture. It was played on by Baricevic. Bornas will chase it down. That's it. Pascoe, hold on. Outstanding drama here at CB Smith Reserve. Pascoe Vale hold on for the win. All three goals coming not long after the half-hour mark tonight. It started off with Nick Hartz-Giorgio in the 32nd minute. The equaliser from Justin Mikulev and a free kick from Aidan Mastedanagic to restore the lead for Pascoe Vale. All that happened in a 6-minute span. Pascoe Vale get the win here in VPL2. I hope you've enjoyed it. That's us done here from CB Smith Reserve. Pascoe Vale 2, Brunswick Juventus 1.